I am super excited to introduce and welcome Debbie from Southern California with MavTV. We are so honored to have you here today. This makes us national, which is super cool and awesome. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you so much. We were invited by Armstrong, who we're partnered with, and they actually carry MavTV Motorsports Network. It's the #1 motorsports 24/7, where you can get all your grassroots motorsports and also your DIY, Stacy David Gears, Chop Cut Rebuild, My Classic Car. We're in our perfect family atmosphere being here in this car show with everybody here in Maryland. It's wonderful.
Well, we're so happy that you're here, and it's so fun because we actually celebrate National Library Week with this amazing Romancing the Chrome car show. So to have you here is super cool and awesome. My husband's always watching your shows on TV, and you can see the whole array. And of course, it's sponsored by Lucas Oil, which is super cool and awesome too. So tell us a little bit. So you flew in last night.
We flew in yesterday to be here today, and we'll leave tomorrow. We've got more events to hit. We're owned by Lucas Oil, Forrest and Charlotte Lucas. They're very philanthropic, and to know that this benefits the Lions Club and the local library, it means a lot. So we just like to, we're glad to be here.
Well, we're super happy you're here too, and this adds a special, I don't know, pizzazz to the car show today. I think if you notice, we're wearing our pink this year, which is for our big gala we have in the fall, the pink edition, and it's just an amazing day, and the weather cooperated. This is almost a Southern California weather day, which we've had snow up until a week ago, so it's been really interesting in Maryland. So tell us a little bit. Do you have a favorite show?
Mine are the Lucas Oil Racing Series. We have several. We have modifieds, we have sprint cars, off-road racing. All of our off-road racing is amazing, and we have motocross. The first motos are live on MavTV. There's no extra charge for any of that. We just have an array of grassroots racing, and because we're an independent television network and we're owned by Lucas Oil, we produce all that content. It's never going to go away.
That is super cool, and I love just the array of things that you're showing here, and just the talent and the amount of complexity of a lot of these vehicles have today. My husband's first car was a '68 Roadrunner, and hate to say it, that's why I was really attracted to him in the first place. It's super cool and awesome. And I just see what we're doing today, that it's just amazing. These vehicles are so complicated, comprehensive, and just terrific. So tell me this, what vehicle was your first car?
I had a '61 Ford Falcon.
What color was it?
It was like a very, very pale blue, and I hated it until I got rid of it, and now I wish I had it back. It even had like a little air conditioner. It was an ice box, and you plugged it into the cigarette lighter and you put ice in it, and that's how I had air conditioning.
And you actually had a cigarette lighter. They're not even in cars anymore. I know, it's so mine was a '66 Buick LeSabre. It was like a tank driving down the street. But my dad said, if ever you get in an accident, you'll be perfectly safe, because it was like driving this boat down the street, and I hated it too. It overheated all the time. So there's so many wonderful cars here today. Have you seen a favorite? Have you had an opportunity to walk around and kind of scope out the competition?
You know, I did have the opportunity to walk around and hand out everyone some information about MavTV and that our partner Armstrong, and what channel we're available on Armstrong as well. You know, I can't pick one. They all are awesome, and the people, the owners, everyone is so sweet, and so it's really cool to be here. They're all cool cars.
Well, I think this is our best show. This is our 7th annual one, and I believe we have over 300 entries, and they're the ones who officially entered for the top and best in show prize. And then, of course, everybody comes to look, and all the kids' activities and the food and the beer garden, and it's just a super way to support literacy and National Library Week. So tell me a little bit about, do you have I assume you have car shows in California, correct?
Yes, we do. Car shows all the time. Yeah. We're very involved in the community. We're racetracks across the country that we sponsor or own, and we want to give back to those communities and participate in their local community events.
That's what makes the country so great, is everybody really has a big heart and wants to give back to their communities. So tell me, the origin of MavTV, does that stand for anything, or is it just an abbreviation, or is it just some name somebody came up with?
You know, there is an origin, but when we purchased it, it was already named MavTV. It was a channel that was available independent. So Forrest, when he saw that and said, we produce this content, let's grab it and make sure that that people who love motorsports always have a place to watch it on TV. So it's never going to go away. It's here to stay.
I agree. That's so wonderful. That's a great story too, and it's a cute name too. I will never ever forget it. So tell me a little bit about what are you driving now, personally?
I have a Toyota Tacoma truck.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tacomas are very good cars. Yeah.
Four-wheel drive. Yep. We have
What color?
It's a bubblegum blue, bright blue.
Bright blue.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Smurf blue.
I like it. That kind of fit. You know what I noticed? My sister has a house in San Diego, and I noticed that the car finishes last so much longer there in Southern California than they do here or on the East Coast. It must be just the environment, something about
I
it.
have no idea. The weather has the conditions, just like you said. Yeah.
And you get to see a lot of the older classic cars just being driven around. Not just brought out for the special car shows, but just driven around. It's so much fun. Well, thank you, Debbie, so very much for being here, and we truly are honored to have you here. And thank you to Lucas Oil. It's great to have philanthropists and people who really care about their communities. So thank you, and thank you for supporting literacy in the Lions Club.
Thank you. We're grateful to Armstrong. We're available on channel 238 and also 486.
Well, I know I love my lanyard. I will treasure it forever. Thank you.
You're welcome.